On January 2, 2026, Caracas was jolted from its nightly routine by a series of violent explosions. The city's familiar hum was replaced by chaos. Windows rattled, car alarms blared, and fear swept through the neighborhoods. Residents rushed to balconies, searching the dark sky for answers, but found only silence and confusion. Social media erupted with shaky videos and frantic questions. Was it an accident, an attack, or something else? The blasts shattered any sense of normalcy, uniting millions in shock and uncertainty. Parents comforted terrified children, neighbors shouted updates across windows, and the city's collective anxiety grew. The explosions came in sequence, each one amplifying the terror. Some described a deep, ground-shaking thud. Others, a sharp crack like thunder without a storm. The variation in reports only deepened the mystery. Was this a single event or multiple incidents? With no official word, speculation filled the void. Caracas, a city of millions, was left to navigate a sudden crisis alone, bound by fear and a desperate need for answers. The psychological impact was immediate. Fear became acute, and the city's fragile sense of security was shattered. The shared experience of the blasts created a city-wide community, united by vulnerability. Everyone asked, "What was that?" And, "Is it over?" The explosions were not just physical events, they were an assault on the city's psyche. As minutes passed with no information, rumors multiplied. The night was no longer about sleep, it was about survival. Caracas was left in darkness, both literal and figurative, waiting for answers that didn't come. The city's rhythm was broken, replaced by a tense, collective vigilance. The night the sky fell, Caracas changed forever. The first explosion struck at 10:07 p.m. in the eastern districts of Chacao and Sucre. Maria Rodriguez in Los Palos Grandes felt her building shake. It was a violent jolt from the air, not an earthquake. The sound was so intense, many thought the blast was right outside their window. Minutes later, a second, even louder explosion echoed closer to the city center, confirming this was no accident. Panic spread. Families hit the floor, children cried, and everyone feared the worst. Carlos Mendez, near Plaza Venezuela, recalled, "We didn't know what was happening. We just knew it was dangerous." Witnesses reported strange flashes of white or orange light in the sky, unlike lightning. Some heard a low-flying aircraft or drone just before the blasts, a detail repeated across the city. This fueled theories of a coordinated attack, not a random accident. With official channels silent, neighbors formed group chats, sharing updates and checking on each other. Social media became a lifeline, mapping the chaos in real time. The digital town square buzzed with fear, rumors, and a desperate search for facts. The timeline was clear. A first boom of shock, a second of terror. The city's resourcefulness shone through, even as fear mounted. The blasts left Caracas united in confusion, but determined to find answers. The night's events would be pieced together by its people, not its leaders. The city's story was now in the hands of its eyewitnesses. In the hours after the explosions, Caracas was met with silence from its leaders. State TV continued as usual. Government officials vanished from public view. The absence of information fueled panic. Should people stay, flee, or hide? Rumors of coups, attacks, and invasions spread unchecked. Power outages deepened the isolation, cutting off news and internet for many. The city was left to its own devices, imagination running wild in the dark. When a vague official statement finally came, it offered no answers, only more questions. The damage was done. Trust in authorities eroded, and fear took root. Caracas learned that in a crisis, silence can be as terrifying as the event itself. The world watched Caracas, knowing these explosions were more than a local crisis. Venezuela's tense relationship with the United States and its vast oil reserves made any incident a matter of global concern. Whispers of foreign intervention spread quickly, fueled by years of political antagonism. Intelligence agencies and financial markets scrambled, aware that instability in Caracas could ripple worldwide. The blasts threatened not just Venezuela's fragile stability, but also regional security and global energy supplies. Millions of refugees, already straining neighboring countries, could be joined by more if chaos deepened. The explosions put Venezuela back in the international spotlight, raising the stakes for everyone. This was not just Caracas's story, it was the world's. Amid rumors, a few facts stand firm. Two major explosions occurred on January 2nd at 10:07 and 10:11 p.m., confirmed by eyewitnesses and seismic data. The short interval suggests a coordinated event, not random accidents. Many reported hearing low-flying aircraft or drones before the blasts and saw bright, unnatural flashes of light. These details point to a complex, possibly technological cause. The explosions caused widespread power outages and infrastructure damage in several districts. Utility companies confirmed disruptions near the blast zones. No group has claimed responsibility, and there's no verified evidence of a foreign attack. The facts are few, but they shape the investigation's focus. In a sea of speculation, these truths are the anchor. In chaos, information is power and responsibility. The rush to report can spread panic if facts aren't verified. Social media turns everyone into a publisher, but not every post is true. Journalists must filter noise from news, cross-checking every claim. Transparency matters. Say what's known, admit what isn't. Responsible reporting builds trust and helps people make safe choices. In Caracas, the demand for truth was urgent. The goal: reduce uncertainty, not add to it. Integrity in reporting is vital when fear and rumors run wild. In crisis, the truth is the most valuable resource. As dawn broke, Caracas was left with scars, visible and invisible. The physical damage was limited, but the psychological toll was immense. The investigation had begun, but answers would be slow to come. The blasts exposed the city's vulnerability and the government's inability to respond swiftly. For citizens, insecurity deepened. For the world, Venezuela was once again a flashpoint. Diplomats and analysts watched closely, knowing the stakes were high. The story was far from over. New facts would emerge, and the search for truth would continue. Caracas would move forward, forever changed by the night the sky exploded. In a connected world, the echoes of that night would be heard far beyond Venezuela's borders.